In today's show, we have a recap of all the announcements at D23, headline news, and so much more on today's Disney Parks podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast, your Disney infotainment podcast. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times, and get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well. I think Disney made a couple announcements this weekend about parks.
Just a few.
Well, the good news is, yes, they did. The other good news is, or the better news is, this is all stuff that is actually underway and in development. It is not blue sky. And Iger and Josh Damar were pretty adamant, and they said that several times. They said it at the beginning, they said it at the end. This is not blue sky. This is real stuff. Earth is being moved. Plans are being made. It is all underway. So,
I believe I've heard the comment is, we've heard and we've listened.
yeah. And it's interesting. There's, a couple things, and we'll comment along the way, where I think they actually, said, "Oh, wait, everybody keeps talking about this. Let's take a whack at it. Let's take a run at it and see if we can do it."
Yeah.
So, so maybe they are listening. And what they had to do for this expo was make it about the fans, right? This was, I think, them at a last chance grab at getting some
Pivotal
fans
point.
back, right? Because
Yeah.
we all have this bad taste in our mouth about being a
Yeah.
fan that we're not listened to, our voice isn't heard. So this was their
Yeah.
grab at trying to say, all right, we heard you, we got you loud and clear. Here's what we're doing. So
I know a little known other company that I won't mention that happened to a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah.
And that guy's no longer with the company.
yeah,
And
and
they went back to the fans too.
let's not forget their neighbor down the street is opening up another theme park. So the pressure's on, kids.
Yeah.
The pressure's
Yeah.
on. Let's call it
Exactly.
theme park wars. I don't care. But if you're gonna build something, we're gonna build something bigger. And if you're gonna build something, fine. Go back and forth. The only people that are gonna benefit are us. So have the theme park war. I don't care. This show is all about parks. We're not going to talk about anything else but parks. If you want to hear all the entertainment announcements, you can go to patreon.com, sign up for subscription to our Disney Plus podcast, and you can hear everything entertainment that happened. Okay? And don't forget that we're live on Facebook every Monday. You can subscribe, go to YouTube, punch in Disney Box Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe. When we go live, you'll get a little ding, get a notification, all that kind of stuff. So let's go, Mr. James. There's lots to talk about.
Oh yeah. I think there's pages.
Yes.
Up first today, Disney announced plans for not one, not two, not three, but four. Yes, four new cruise ships at the D23 event, marking an exciting expansion for their Disney Cruise Line fleet. Here are some key facts and details about the new ship. Yes, if all stay in line, there will be a total of 13 Disney Cruise Lines. Yes, the expansion of Disney Cruise Line and Disney Cruise Line will add four new vessels, which we've just said, but to its growing fleet between 2027 and 2031. That might be done faster than the Avatar movie. Once these ships are built, guests will be able to have 13 different ways to experience Disney's world-class entertainment, renowned dining, and impeccable guest service in more parts of the world. Up first, we don't know, but we're going to go with what we think we know. New ship classes. The new ships will be a part of a new class, likely following the Wish class, which includes the Disney Wish, the most recent ship added to the fleet. These ships will feature cutting-edge design and technology building on the innovative experiences Disney Cruise Line is known for. Themed experience. Each new ship will include a uniquely themed dining, entertainment, and interactive experiences based on the beloved Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars franchises. These might involve immersive restaurants, Broadway-style shows, and character meet and greets similar to those found on existing ships. Family-friendly focus. Disney Cruise Line is renowned for its family concept experiences, and new ships will continue this tradition. Expect a wide range of activities for all ages, including kids clubs, pools, water slides, and adult exclusive areas like fine dining and spas. Also, sustainability initiatives. Disney's have been emphasizing on sustainability across its operations, and the new cruise ships are expected to incorporate eco-friendly technology and practices, such as energy-efficient systems and waste reduction measurements. Global itineraries where, while specific routes haven't been detailed yet, the new ships will likely sail to various destinations worldwide, offering diverse itineraries that could include Caribbean, Europe, Alaska, and more exotic locations. The expansion of the fleet may also open up new ports of call, which I would doubt that that'll most likely happen.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So one is for me is do not make them all like the Wish. That is a horrible layout for a cruise ship. I'm going on it again. I'm not particularly looking forward to the layout again, but it is what it is. And the Treasure that's coming out November is going to be the sister to the Wish, and it also too has a terrible layout. So fix it. You know, you say you're listening to us. Well, here's Tony talking into the microphone saying it's terrible. That's number one. Number two is I feel like it needs something besides a water slide for an activity. Like, you have to come up with something else. You know, it's now on what? 4 ships? We need something else. Go-karts? I don't know. Something different than a water slide. I just think it's been overdone now.
well, nothing's set in stone, so we shall see.
Yeah. And I would love to see, you know, like they got 4 more coming. I'd love to see one cruise ship completely Pixar themed, one completely Marvel themed, and one completely Star Wars themed. Like, if you want to get your Star Wars game on, well, boom. You know, rooms are, you know, good side, bad side, Marvel, good side, bad side, heroes, villains, you know, Pixar characters, you know, each deck is a different Toy Story, monsters, cars, whatever. I think that would be very cool. I think people would dig it, but, you know, that's just me. Okay, moving on. Away from the cruise ships. What did you think of that announcement, James, for the cruise ships?
I'm excited. I mean, 4 more ships hopefully opens up. I mean, obviously, the cruise ships are widely popular as is.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping 4 more ships open up more availability.
Like Bermuda. I'd like to go to Bermuda on a Disney cruise ship.
The availability to just go and actually be able to cruise. So it's not sometimes as easy to get on a cruise line as it is anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we are the smallest fleet, respectively. Sure. I looked it up. I believe Carnival had 26 and Royal had 27. So 13 puts us right in the middle. So they have most and we're halfway there.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that doesn't mean that we're not doing well, because if we got 4 more ships online and ready to go, well, not ready to go, but being built and set in stone, then must be doing something right.
Yeah, and I would imagine, you know, they're gonna drop one like in New York City. That'll be its home port. You know.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they'll drop something like in Maryland or Virginia, something, you know, halfway down the coast, and they'll probably drop another one on the West Coast. when it's all said and done. If I were to
Probably have
spread
a
out the
linking
four of them.
ship would be nice.
Yeah.
One that goes, because I know they got one to Australia already,
Mm-hmm.
but they should do a linking one from Australia to Hawaii, and then when the Hawaii one gets to Hawaii
Mm-hmm.
from East Coast,
Yeah.
they could pick them up and bring them back.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that would be interesting.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about all of the interesting things that are coming to Walt Disney World that is here in Florida.
Exclusive.
This is the exclusive laundry list of things that are coming to
and it's
Florida.
Quite a laundry list.
It is quite a laundry list. So first up is the announcement of Monsters, Inc. This is going to be a land. Construction begins next year on the full land dedicated to monsters. Monsters, Inc. Coming to the studios. The land will feature the first ever suspended coaster in a Disney park where guests can experience what it's like to zoom through the door vault in the factory like Mike and Sully. Now, Josh described this as you will get in your vehicle and just like they do in the movie where it swoops down and gets the door, you will be something will swoop down and grab you and take you into the door vault. Cool. But here's the thing. The rumor swirling around the internet, we have no confirmation from Disney yet, is this is replacing Muppets Courtyard and everything back there. Muppets, Rizzo's, Mama, all gone. That entire area becomes Monstropolis. We don't have confirmation yet, but that's the rumor going around currently. Next up, we are getting a Cars Land. Cars at the Magic Kingdom. This will, it's Pixar animation, as we know. We're going to get 2 attractions. One is going to be a very kid-friendly, taking guests into the wilderness beyond Radiator Springs, a thrilling off-road rally race, and a family-friendly attraction even the youngest of racers will love. Construction will begin on this area beginning early next year. Now, this is taking over Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America. So boat gone, Toy Sawyer Island gone. This goes in the middle.
And water.
No water. So
gone.
For those that don't know,
gone.
that's only about 3 feet of water and a track. Yeah. So they're going to drain it and probably fill it with concrete, and it's gone. Yeah. So
it's been drained a few times just for maintenance anyway.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you could walk across. You don't need a raft. Very interesting. Now, that's one thing for the Magic Kingdom, one thing for the studios. Next up, we're getting a Villains Land. So listen, all the rumors, all the speculation, it's coming. Blah. Well, they actually listened, and now they're going to make a Villains Land. Work is already underway on a new land dedicated to Disney villains coming to the Magic Kingdom, complete with 2 attractions, dining and shopping, where happily ever after may feel like just a distant dream. It will be a fearless new vision on what Disney experience can be on a grand scale that only Disney can deliver. There was a slight hint Josh dropped where he talked about Ursula. So we don't know if one of those is a hint towards something that might be coming. But they did not say what any of the attractions are yet. So we're going to have to sit tight and see what Imagineering has in store for that. So that's a Cars Land and a Villains Land being dropped in the Magic Kingdom. That's 2 very big attractions. Now, also the rumor is that next year the train is going to go down again for several years because this is going to be outside of the track, but on the Frontierland side, or for the Villains thing, and somehow they're going to have to build something over or under for this. We don't know yet. So go ride the train and go ride the riverboat and go stand out on Sawyer's Island and cry. Tropical America had Disney's Animal Kingdom. Listen, everybody knew this one was coming. Tropical America's at Disney Animal Kingdom is featuring 2 signature attractions. It's actually 3. A thrilling adventure following the heroic Indiana Jones. So Dinosaur becomes Indiana Jones. This is a new story not the same one Disneyland has. We're getting a completely
Thank
new
you,
story.
Disney.
Yeah. My guess is same track in the same place. They're just going to reskin it with a different story. So apparently
That's
Indy
what
found
I've
this new Mayan
hearing.
temple, and now we're going through that. Then we're going to get the Castilla Magical from Encanto. We're going to follow Antonio's story on the day after he received his magical gift. It will also feature a beautiful carousel featuring animals from favorite Disney stories. This will be all ready to open in 2027. Okay, next. 2 new lounges. One is at Epcot. The backside of Spaceship Earth, what was formerly known as the Seaman Lounge, will now become a lounge. So you will have a beautiful view of the fireworks from this lounge. I've been up there. It will be fantastic. My guess is you're never going to get up there because you'll have to have a reservation and they will be very hard to find. I could be wrong. Maybe nobody's going to want to go there. I'm hoping that. The second lounge,
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, the second lounge will be a Pirates Lounge in the Magic Kingdom. So I'm hoping for this. I think this is going over by Tortuga. So right now, Tortuga is a gift shop because the Pirates gift shop is being redone. So I'm assuming once that is done, they will start the construction over at Tortuga, and that will be a Pirates themed lounge. But I have a feeling it's going to be the same policy, drinking policy, as the other places in the Magic Kingdom, is where you can have a drink there, but you cannot leave the building with it.
That makes sense.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
The other question about the 2 lounges, is it going to end up like Olga's?
It could be. I would think that the one at Spaceship Earth will be something like Olga's. You will need a reservation, most likely.
Yeah,
at least to start.
Will they give you the 2-drink minimum and you have to leave?
In 45 minutes? So, yeah. I assume so. When these first open, I think they're going to be slammed.
So they can shuffle people through as much as possible.
Yeah. Now, wait, here's the good news, though. If you like the whole pirate theme thing, well, you can go on the Treasure, because that's going to have a Pirates Lounge, and you won't have to wait to get in that one.
No, and when you get in, you don't have to leave.
Yeah. So
the only difference is that'll cost you about $4,000.
That'll cost you $3,000 more than a $300 park ticket.
Yeah. So when you get there, make sure you drink your money's worth.
Yeah. Good stuff. Test Track Reimagined at Epcot is coming in 2025.
Which is already down.
Yeah. Explore the past, present, and future of automation with a newly rethemed test track powered by Chevrolet. Okay. I can't imagine what they could possibly do to make this better or worse. I really can't. They can't change the track because that's the track. They can change the inside. There was something in the news that Tesla was trying to push down the Disney stock so that he could do a hostile takeover. I'm thinking to myself, well, that's great. Well, Test Track will become Tesla's test track, and we'll just have Tesla cars on the track. Right? That would be good.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Oh, God. All right. New adventures in Star Wars over at Galaxy's Edge jump to lightspeed in 2026. Mando and Grogu have new adventures on the horizon coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can join the Mandalorian and his little baby Yoda on a brand new adventure coming to the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run in celebration of the new Star Wars film coming to theaters in 2026. So in 2026, this will land over at Millennium Falcon. And I should mention, I'm going to mention a new show coming to, new entertainment coming to Disney World, but they mentioned 13 new attractions and 5 new shows, and this is one of them. So we're getting a new nighttime parade at the Magic Kingdom arriving on Main Street in 2025, the summer of 2025. Why do they always do things in the summer? And I got to wait till the fall when it cools down. Anyway, a new nighttime parade called Disney Starlight will debut at the Magic Kingdom. continuing the legacy of spectacular Disney parades like the Main Street Electrical Parade, announced at the D23 event by Broadway stars Rachel Potter, and who cares? This parade will feature beloved characters from the films Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, brought to life to you by the magic of the Blue Fairy. Additionally, new nighttime spectaculars are set to debut in Tokyo Disneyland in September 2024, Disneyland Paris in January 2025, which will feature projections, timeless songs, cutting-edge technology, of course. We won't get those here. All those projects are actively in development, and Imagineers are working on them worldwide. And last but not least, Zootopia show is coming the winter of 2025 to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and this will be in the Tree of Life, replacing A Bug's Life. So go see Hopper one more time because he hops on out. He's gone.
Yep.
He's gone.
All right. Let's see here.
What's
My turn.
happening in the Disneyland? Yeah, the Disneyland.
Well,
let's go back. Hold on.
Yeah.
Any of those things interesting to you, James?
I actually did see Hopper this weekend. So I checked that off of my list. I was going to go see Dinosaur, but unfortunately it rained almost all day, and the 30-minute ride to 65-minute ride. So that was a pass, but I will get there before it closes. I'm excited about the new parade. We'll see when it comes out. Ultimately, I don't know if I'll be there day one, other than it being complete chaos.
Right.
But I'm definitely Test Track Reimagined. Let's be honest, we all know it's coming. It's on this will be its third iteration, so
yeah, something like
hopefully it's good. Hopefully it does the way it should be. Tropical Americas, I'm actually completely glad that the Indiana Jones ride will be a different story. I mean, obviously we know the track is pretty much the same, but that was one of my main concerns, as long as it's not the same cut and paste copy story.
Yeah.
So I know we can't shy away from some old classic traditional elements that movies have featured, which is fine. But as long as we have something new, the Casita Madrigal, from what I think we've shown a photo of it, looks like a boat ride. Not too really sure.
Looks like a boat.
So
looks like a very big boat.
Your least favorite, Villain's Land.
Not my least favorite, but it
or at least doesn't fit in the park.
Doesn't fit in the Magic Kingdom. Doesn't fit there. I don't know.
But we shall see how that turns out. Hopefully, Imagineering usually does a good job on what they do.
I'm happy about the Cars thing, but I don't think we're getting like Cars Land like Disneyland has. I don't think we're getting all of that. I think we're getting two attractions shoehorned into this area. That
there's a lot of land, but I don't know if there's that. Yeah, there's a lot of land. I don't know if there's that much.
Yeah. I don't think we're getting flows and all the other fun stuff that comes with it.
Yeah. Also, to touch on that, I hopefully don't see them going over the track, more of an under, because that would be a better way to make a transition to look like a underground layer.
Yeah.
But that'll be their decision, and also how far you can dig underground. So,
well, how far you can dig underground, how much of the track will you have to reinforce with some serious concrete and steel so that the train doesn't wind up in the tunnel.
In the tunnel with people in it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the train is heavy, and then you put people on it, and now it's really heavy. So, yeah. It'll be interesting how they engineer that.
Well, to be honest, it's worked for Space Mountain for how many years?
Yeah.
It goes under that one.
Yeah. And how do you feel about all of Muppet Courtyard disappearing for Monsters, Inc.?
I have heard that rumor, and then I've also had, I think we've had our decisions or our ideas of where it should go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no one's really made a there's no definitive answer. I mean, there was also, let's be honest, there was also a rumor of where Cars Land was going to go until that was I think that was just announced recently.
Yeah.
Sometime like after D23, they were like, okay, here's where it's going to go.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people put the puzzle together because the image that they showed had, what the hell is that? Big Thunder, and you could see the riverboat place. You could see you were able to go, oh, it's gonna go
Right
here,
here.
and now you can't. Monstropolis, they're not really showing us anything, and they had two images, and one looks like Muppets Courtyard because it's brick
I've
built.
seen that one.
It's brick built, and the other one is not. So that's still up in the air. Could it go in Animation Courtyard? I don't know. There is a lot of stuff back there that's not being used that can certainly take up that space. They did have a model of the door attraction at D23, and it looks like it's going to be a big footprint. You know,
it's huge.
Not as big as Galaxies, but it's going to be a big footprint. So
I don't know. Where I and you think it should go is over there, so we can tie it into Pixar already where it belongs. But
okay, yeah. So I was looking at the map. So if you go down that alley where the meet and greet is now, and you have the two doors at the end, well, the other side of that door is the back side of Rise of the Resistance. So it's Star Wars. So I don't think it can go there. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I said, the only other thing we could think of is Animation Courtyard, considering there's not a whole lot there.
Yeah.
And also, it's a meet and greet, which we can move.
Yeah. The other area I was looking at that's got a huge amount of space is just by Aerosmith, just past Aerosmith. It's a huge piece of land before you get to the roadway. Certainly could put something back there. And certainly get rid of Aerosmith because Steven ain't singing nothing no more.
I would say the other elephant in the room. Do you sink Aerosmith and call it a day?
Yeah, get rid of it.
I mean, it would definitely be a complete retract because that is not a suspended hanging roller coaster. So
yeah. Well,
either way, they got a clear room, so it really doesn't matter.
They have a building. They could, but anyway.
We shall see.
Let's start talking about the Disneyland.
All right.
Disneyland.
Going to the, I guess, homeland or motherland or flagship land or whatever you want to call it. Disneyland's coming experiences. I don't know why, since they're the only ones allowed to have everything Marvel. But Avatar at Disney California Adventure. An all-new Avatar experience will come to Disney California Adventure, including an innovative new attraction that will bring all the action, the excitement, and the wonder of Avatar to life in a completely new and thrilling way. First ever audio animatronics figure of Walt Disney. Next year, a new show based on the life of Walt Disney, A Magical Life, will play at the Main Street Opera House at Disneyland Park and feature the first ever audio animatronics figure of Walt Disney. That's impressive. After the show's debut run, it will play in rotation with great moments with Mr. Lincoln. Wow. So, up next, Avengers Experiences in California, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. The presence of superheroes is expanding at Disney parks around the globe. The original Avengers campus in Disney California Adventures and Disneyland resorts will double in size with the addition of two new attractions, Avengers Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab. Shanghai Disney Resort will introduce its first major superhero attraction, a Spider-Man themed high-energy thrill coaster. At Hong Kong Disneyland, the presence of Avengers will come to expand with a major new attraction coming to Tomorrowland featuring Spider-Man and one of his most formidable villains. A Coco attraction is a Coco attraction at Disney California Adventure construction begins in 2026. Seize the moment, travel to the land of the dead with Miguel and his skeletal family from the land of Pixar's Coco. This all-new attraction coming to Disney California Adventure. And the other one, Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Disneyland, opening November 15th, 2024, which is right around the corner. Blue skies and sunshine up ahead. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, inspired by Disney animations, The Princess and the Frog at Disneyland, opens at the start of this holiday season. Disney has planned to formally celebrate Disneyland's 70th anniversary next year. The park official 70th birthday is July 17th, 2025.
Ouch.
Wow. 70 years old.
Wow.
And to think the last time I was there on their 60th anniversary.
Wow.
So that's how long ago I've been. Up last one, but not least, there will be more, I'm sure, eventually. The King Thanos ride is under development for Adventures Campus at Disney California Adventure. During D23, Disney revealed a ride vehicle maquette concept artwork for the attraction. The ride will feature the Avengers battling King Thanos, a variant who succeeded in wiping out half of existence. The ride vehicle has 3 rows, each seating 2 people. Additional details about the ride are expected to be shared during D23 Parks panel on August 10th, 2024. The opening date has not yet been released, has not yet been announced.
Some interesting things. One is, I don't know, are they building a second level to Disneyland? Because they have less space than we do. I don't know where they're jamming all this. I mean, Disneyland Forward must be very successful. The Avengers stuff I get, because when they built it, they didn't build out everything. So they have a very large piece of land to put other things on. That part I get. It's the Avatar, I'm not sure. Well, that's going to California Adventure, but still, where's it going to go? I don't know. All right, so let's go back. So Avatar, okay. Again, it's a boat ride, I believe. I don't think you're flying on a Banshee for this. The concept art didn't look very intriguing, so I'm not sure, what it's going to be. The figure of Walt Disney, I have concern.
Only a few?
Yeah, I have some concern. Okay. Remember, this is Walt Disney. This is the reason you all have jobs in Imagineering, right?
The reason entertainment exists.
Yeah, there's a reason this company's been around for 100 years is because of this person. So, number one is, Josh said they had to wait for the technology to catch up. So apparently they feel comfortable in making Walt sit up from a chair or whatever he's going to do. And
I mean, that's fair enough. I'll give him that.
And do that and talk. That's great. Here's my fear. Number one is do not put words in Walt's mouth to keep your woke agenda. He is not going to say things like inclusion and diversity. That was not in Walt's vocabulary back in 1928 when he built this company. That's number one. Number two is, please, for the love of baby Jesus, test this thing to hell. Run it 24 hours a day for like a month. Because the last thing is you open this attraction and smoke starts coming out of Walt's head.
No one's going to want to see that.
Exactly. It'll be the only thing that lives on the internet for the rest of eternity, right?
About 1,000 years.
Yes. So please, Imagineering, take your time and make sure this is perfect. Like this was your own mother and father you were trying to make come to life. That's my 10 cents on that. Coco, not a big fan of the movie. Could do without it. Also, Tiana Bayou is also becoming, taking over Critter Country, and it's now becoming Bayou Country. I think they skipped over that part at the expo. But, well, they said it and then went quickly past it They didn't want to piss off the purists. And this Thanos ride, if you look at the ride vehicle, it looks very similar to Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's going to be able to pivot 360. So I think they're getting a version of our Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just with great Avengers rather than Guardians, and Thanos chasing them throughout the universe. Because the one little concept art they showed was a portal opening and this ride vehicle going through it. Sound familiar? Oh, wait. Yes, it does.
A little bit.
Yes, it does. So I guess the popularity of Guardians has now bled its way back over to Disneyland so that they can have a version too.
My problem is we already have stuff, and I get that. We want to share it with the other parks.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing against that. But there are things over there that we literally can never have for legitimate reasons.
Marvel stuff.
Yep.
Because of Universal
We
contracts.
can't have that. Yep. So why do we have to share our stuff?
I know. But I would love for
you would think you would want people to go somewhere else to see other things.
Yeah. For those that don't know, let me see if I could give you a synopsis of this. And the reason we don't have Marvel here in Florida. Years ago, Marvel was struggling to make money. You know, before there was an MCU, before they were making movies, they were just struggling to make money. So they made a deal with Universal for money where they were going to give them characters that they can use in their parks. With Spider-Man and the Hulk. Now,
and a few others.
Yeah. What we don't know is how long that was for. We don't know if it was in perpetuity. No. We don't know if it was a 25-year contract. We don't know. And what happened then is Marvel...
It could be for eternity.
Yeah, in perpetuity. And Marvel was then bought by Disney. So now Disney's holding this crappy contract, and they would like to do things in Florida, I'm sure, but cannot because of this agreement with Universal. Now,
which is why they call we can't use anything east of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Because that's the line that's drawn, and the characters we can't use are whatever characters they already have in their park, which is why we end up having a Guardians ride. They don't have Guardians. They don't have a certain few things we don't have. Yeah. So we can touch whatever they don't physically have.
Yeah. But listen, I mean, Bob Iger got us Oswald back. Can you not get the rest of this Marvel contract back? I mean,
which I'd still like to see more Oswald. Thank you.
Mean, there has to be a way to get out of this contract. I'm sure Universal will certainly take money to make this go away. You know, they're in the midst of building a third theme park. I'm sure money will help them make a decision.
They have, I'm sure, after the success of this park, which, I mean, I know we're on a different podcast, but let's just be honest where it is. The park it's going to be a park no matter what, which is why we're expanding. That's the reason.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
So at this point, when that opens, maybe that ends. We won't know. We'll find out when we do.
Because, you know, everybody keeps talking about, they got to build a fourth park. They got to build a fourth park. Listen, if they would get back their Marvel IP, they could build an entire Marvel park.
Yep.
An entire Marvel park. Take stuff from Disneyland, stuff they've done in Hong Kong. Hong Kong's got a Marvel hotel, for the love of God.
Yep.
You could build a Marvel hotel here. You could put all your Marvel dreams in one big place, Feige. Just get the characters back. Get your IP back. You're making money now. Anyway, that's my soapbox. I'm getting off it. All right. Not last, but next. Disneyland Paris. They are getting a very cool attraction. They're getting an entire Lion King area at the new Disney Adventure World. Naming. At Disneyland Paris. This is on the heels of the highly anticipated World of Frozen, set to open in 2026 there. The first ever ride-through attraction themed to the Lion King will come to Disney Adventure World at Disneyland Paris, the all-new Lion King themed area in the park, complete with dining. Oh, we're going to eat the animals. That's fantastic.
Well,
Shopping. Oh, we're going to shop for some lion fur. And character meet and greets. And the lions will eat you. The circle of life. There you go.
recycle, reduce, and reuse.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be a water attraction, much like Splash Mountain, except
We're pretty sure it's going to be
it's not
Mountain.
Splash. Yeah.
The
We'll go
Splash King.
down. Yep, we'll go down to the caves beneath Pride Rock to follow Simba on his journey from cub to king, following the story from the classic Walt Disney Animation Studio film. So that sounds good. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
We have to make a trip to Paris.
Yeah.
Oh darn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and this was not D23 news, but this was good news, and I think everybody wants to hear it. So I said it.
yes, that is fine because it touches on the subjects nobody knew about.
Yeah.
Which solves the issue of what those were. How's that?
Yeah.
Details emerged from Polynesian and Island Tower plans. Recent filings on the new Disney Vacation Club building at the Polynesian villas and bungalows called Island Tower have provided further details on its dining options, lobby amenities, and public viewing spaces. The building will feature an open-air table service restaurant. Though no quick service option is confirmed yet, the lobby is described as a minimalistic with no gift shop or front desk, but may have cast members assisting you with tablets, so similar to the Riviera then, even though I have a small gift shop, so it might be about the same. A fitness center will be available, but there is no community hall for youth activities. The building includes a guest laundry room and multiple duo studio rooms, with some adjustments to previously estimated room counts. The second floor will have a lobby lounge, but the recent concept art suggests that the elevated platform in this area may have been removed. Several public viewing platforms are planned, including rooftop spaces that could be popular during Magic Kingdom fireworks. Though access and crowd control could be challenging, the building is scheduled to open on December 17th, 2024, with more details expected as the date approaches. And the only one to worry is Tony.
Correct. Yeah, because I have a reservation at the end of the month. The open-air restaurant is, think of Geyser Point. It'll be something like Geyser Point. It'll be outside and open air. And yes, there was concept art that on like the fourth floor, in the middle there where it's kind of open, was a platform to sit and possibly have drinks. So we don't know if that's actually happening or not. And if they do put something on the rooftop, well, good for me, because then that's where I'll see my New Year's Eve fireworks from. So,
which makes the question on what those big squares were. I was assuming they were grand villas, but now they're viewing areas, and that makes more sense.
Yeah. So,
which is nice, gives people plenty of options on where to go. Do you want to go inside and watch, or do you want to go up to the top floor and watch?
Yeah, and I guess you really don't need a front desk if it's DVC, because most people do check in online, get their room assignment, and just go to their room.
Yeah.
The only time you need help is when your phone or your MagicBand doesn't open the door.
It doesn't work. So
yeah.
I think all the hotels offer check-in by phone now.
Yeah. They all do.
You just check in ahead.
Yeah, and I remember, the first time I went to Bay Lake, they had nothing downstairs, and then they decided to make like a mini front desk down there because people had questions and there was nowhere to go. And it was funny. One time I had a grand villa, and there were 7 of us, and not one of our MagicBands opened the door. So we all had to go downstairs and get our MagicBands reprogrammed again.
I had that issue once. The first time I tried the open the door with your phone.
Yeah.
Didn't even work, and so I had to go all the way back to the lobby and get keys.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was it. I think
So
also where you had yours, Bay Lake Tower doesn't have a front desk either, does it?
they do now. They have like a mini front desk.
A
So
mini,
we all went
yes.
downstairs, got our keys reprogrammed, all went upstairs, and it didn't work. So
Wow.
the lady programmed them all again, and then she came up so that she can, if something was wrong, make sure it worked. I'm like, good, because I said I'm getting a little tired of going up and down.
Going up and down. I don't blame you. Even though it's an elevator, I'm tired of going up and down.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the elevator. It was that our room was all the way at the end of the building. We had a room that faced Bay Lake and the Magic Kingdom, and that was a little bit long of a walk. And we left all our luggage up there because I didn't feel like carrying it all down to the lobby every time.
Oh, I don't blame you.
I'm like, if somebody steals it, well,
I'm
just blaming Disney.
If they said you had to change rooms, you're gonna call someone to move it.
Oh yeah, they would have told.
You better get the bellhop. It's not happening.
Yeah, somebody's coming up and getting all the luggage. Okay, how about some headline news?
And now, the headline news.
All right, so the collab with Disney and Epic Games is underway. There was a couple announcements. The new Marvel season on Fortnite is coming next week. Disney Animation, Pixar, Star Wars, and Marvel are all coming to Fortnite soon. They're kind of rolling out each kind of franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You can play all new season featuring Doctor Doom starting next week, and then more to come. So,
which I hear this was the only way to watch D23 was through Fortnite.
No, this announcement was streamed, but not the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they announced this through the Fortnite.
Through Fortnite? Oh, okay, so it wasn't the whole thing, just the Fortnite part.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Because they wanted to make sure all the Fortnite knuckleheads knew.
People knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Deadpool crashed D23 with major announcements. I didn't catch all of them. I got to go dig them up. I'll find them. If you're over at Fort Wilderness, you can get a tour of the DVC Cabins. So apparently they have a DVC cabin there that you can go take a look at. See if you want to.
I didn't need the tour. I stayed there.
Yeah. See
so they're good.
If you want to see a bunch of your money disappear, you can get a cabin at Fort Wilderness on your DVC. Yeah. Next month, Tokyo's getting a new show called Reach for the Stars. Reach for the stars, kid. And then Paris gets a show in January 2025, and then we get Starlight in the summer of 2025. So apparently the entertainment people are back to work creating new shows, but we're only getting one, and that's it. I don't know why. There is a rumor. Where's my rumor button? I don't have a rumor button. There is a rumor, possibly in September, that said drones may go to the Epcot show.
You mean it was a hit, and now they needed to move because it was too many people?
Yes.
So your question and idea is maybe going to be spot on.
Yeah. So I have a feeling they're going to put these on a barge and launch them straight up from the barge and not fly them over occupied space.
Yeah.
So
you just
that's
need to
what I
make
think
sure
is going to happen.
It's not when a firework goes off.
Correct.
Or they'll be scooping them all out of there.
Yeah. So we'll see. September is just around the corner, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, it is.
But it's still, if you have not seen that drone show at Disney Springs, it's a must-see. Go quickly because September is right around. I don't know if it's the end of September, the 1st of September, the middle of September. They just said September, and that could be anything in Disney's eyes. So
yeah,
I would definitely hustle your butt and get out there. It's twice a night, so go see it. All right, that's it. Anything else we need to talk about, Mr. James?
I know we didn't touch on it. I don't think you did anything Disney this week, did you?
No.
No.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I did go to Animal Kingdom just to walk around, tour through Dino Land a little bit because, I mean, like we know, eventually it will disappear. Yeah. So I know we got plenty of time, but at least it's done, and it's done. The only other thing I did was able to get over to Disney Springs on Friday, this past Friday, for the Flavors of Florida chef. They did the chef series outside.
Okay. Cool.
When a chef comes out and cooks their signature Flavors of Florida dish, or sometimes they do their drink and the dish and their dessert if they have one or two or all three. Right. This week was the last and final week for the chefs. And conveniently, it was Boathouse, surprise. So they were doing their summer Flavors of Florida tile fish, which is what they're making. Nice. And I believe it's currently on, it's currently on until Flavors of Florida end sometime is it the end of August? So it's coming up real soon. Yeah. Yeah, so
it's going to end, and then Food and Wine is going to start. I think that's the way.
Exactly. So if you still want to try Flavors of Florida stuff, make sure you get your way to Disney Springs. Everybody has something good. They also gave us samples of their passion fruit cheesecake, which was actually really good.
Oh, cool.
So that's part of the menu as well. So it was a nice little experience. Didn't cost anything. You just had to be there at 9:30 in the morning.
Ouch.
So it was a little early.
Yeah.
But I get it. They want to have it done and over with. Yeah. Yeah. They also want to have it done and over with before Springs opens officially. Yeah. And then the entire place everybody wants to get in on the action. Yeah. So it was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Was the parking lot open? Because normally the parking lot doesn't open.
They had everybody come into Lime Garage. That was the instructions.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if the other one's officially open, but Lime was definitely open.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't open them until maybe half an hour before 10. Typically.
Yeah, because I know what I saw. I think shopping opens at 10, and then restaurants look like they opened at 11.
Yeah.
So there's not much to do for an hour, except maybe if a restaurant's ready to go, they'll open their doors early. So you never know. So you get there at 10, it's a great time to walk because a lot of people come there early and walk before the crowd gets there. So
yeah, I bet Starbucks was open selling coffee to the employees.
I didn't make it that far because I went to the show and that was about it. So
yeah, okay. All right. Well, kids, that's it. Now all we have to do is sit tight and wait.
Yep. I just want to know how many. I just want to know how many Imagineers we're going to hire for this. That's a lot to get done at the same time.
No, people. That's silly, James. Please.
I know. It's a hard ask, but I had to ask.
No more. No.
Okay.
All right, kids. Hey, thanks for listening. Please don't forget, we're live every Monday. Watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And then subscribe to our shoes over at Patreon at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And as we like to say around here, we don't see you online.
We'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.